welcome to the Morning Exhale. I'm Stephanie Gaines-Bryant. Let's start exhaling this morning by working on your neck. Never make any sudden movements with the neck. The cervical spine is very delicate. So I'm going to tell you to gently exhale, bring your chin to your chest. Then gently inhale, lifting your head up and back. Allow your jaw to drop. Notice the feel of stretch in the front of your neck. Then exhale once more, chin to chest. This time, rotate your right ear to your right shoulder, gently pressing down on your left knee. Notice the feel of stretch on the left side of your neck. Roll your head back to center. Rotate your left ear to your left shoulder. This time you're pressing down on your right knee. Notice the feel of stretch on the right side of your neck. Roll your head back to center, then inhale your head up. Let's bring your arms to cactus pose. Inhale your right arm forward. Exhale back. Inhale your left arm forward. Exhale back. Gentle twist to the left. Come back to center. Gentle twist to the right. Back to center and release. Let's roll your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Roll those shoulders one more time. Forward, up, back, and down. We're going to start by coming down onto your left forearm, stretching your legs out. Let's take your top foot, bring it in front of your bottom leg, and you can use your hand to hold on to your ankle if you'd like. Let's lift up your legs, circle forward. Pause, circle back. Then release. Let's draw your knees into your chest. Bring that top arm up and overhead. We're going to circle around. Pause, circle in the other direction. Then release. Now let's push up and we're going to move over onto the other side, bringing your forearm down, and we're stretching both legs out. We're going to bring that top foot in front of your bottom leg. You can use your hand to hold on to your ankle if you'd like. Lift up that bottom leg, circle forward. Pause, circle back. Very good, and release. Now let's draw both knees into your chest. Bring your top arm up and overhead. Let's drop that arm down and circle around. Pause, circle in the other direction. Then release. Now let's roll over onto your belly. We're sitting up for Sphinx pose. Your elbows are next to your chest. Your palms are flat down on the mat. Breathe. Then release. I want you to stack your fists. Bring one fist on top of the other. You can bring your forehead down if you'd like. Bring your big toes together. Scoop your pelvis into the mat. As you try to relax the left side of your body, lift up your right leg. And always think of lifting from the thigh, not the knee, which means you may not lift as high, but always think of lifting from the thigh, not the knee. Then release. You'll notice that one leg now feels longer than the other, so let's even it out. Scoop your pelvis into the mat. As you try to relax that side of your body, we are lifting up your left leg. You're trying to relax the right side of your body. Lift up the left leg, lifting from the thigh. Then release. Let's wiggle your hips right and left. Bring your palms next to your chest. Your elbows are hugged in, big toes touch. Press into your palms, lifting all the way up to upward dog. Press into your knees, pushing back into child's pose. Inhale, moving forward into upward dog. Exhale, pressing back into child's pose. Inhale, moving forward into upward dog. Exhale, pressing back into child's pose. Let's come forward into table pose. We're getting ready to come up into downward dog. Curl your back toes under, lift up your knees, press back your heels, straighten out your legs. Begin bending your right and left knees. Now let's bend both knees and straighten. Then take as many steps as you'd like to walk your feet to your hands. You're in a forward fold, grab onto either your big toes or your ankles, and we're just swaying right and left. Come to stillness. Now let's roll up one vertebrae at a time, letting your head be the very last thing to come up to center. Let's roll your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let's do that one more time, rolling your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let's separate your feet. We're coming into a wide stance. And then I want you to turn your toes out, coming into a squat. Let's bring your arms up to goddess pose. Let's inhale your right elbow forward, back, left elbow comes forward, back. Let's inhale both arms together, exhale, open. Now we're going to fold forward, coming deeper into the squat. Let's lower down a little bit deeper on the exhale. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up. The next time you lower down, let's bring those arms to goddess. Inhale all the way up. Palms together. Exhale, down to your heart center and release. We're going to pivot to the left, and I'm going to grab my blocks and bring those blocks to the front of the mat, and then I'm stepping my left foot in between the blocks. I'm coming into seesaws. Let's straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, and bend. Then let's inhale those arms all the way up to V position. Bring your fingertips together, square your hips to the side, open up to side warrior. Let's straighten out your front leg, rotate your arms for triangle. Let's take your right hand, bring it down to meet the left hand. Then inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Bring your torso back to center. Pivot forward. Release your arms down. I'm going to bring the blocks to the other edge of the mat. And then I'm going to step my foot in between the blocks. And let's begin. Let's straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, and bend. Sweep your arms all the way up to V position. Bring your fingertips together, square your hips to the side, open up for side warrior. Then let's straighten out your front leg, rotate your arms for triangle. Let's take your left hand, bring it down to the right hand. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Bend into your knee. Bring your hands to the blocks. We're going to lower your left knee down to the blocks or left knee down rather to the mat and slide the other foot back. Let's bring your blocks to the side right now. And what I'd like you to do, you're coming up onto both knees. Let's take your left leg and we're stretching it out to the side for gate pose. Walking your fingers down your leg, we're bringing that opposite arm up and overhead. Breathe. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, bring that leg in. Release your arms down. Let's stretch the other leg out. Coming into gate pose. Inch your fingers down your leg. Lift the opposite arm up and overhead. Breathe. Inhale, both arms up. Slide that leg back in. Release your arms down. We're going to come to the front of your mat. Palms rooted to the floor, getting ready for some cat and cow. Round your back, chin to chest. Drop your tailbone for cat. Inhale your head up. Drop your abdomen down. Lift your tailbone for cow. So let's do a couple of cat and cows at your own pace. Just lifting and lowering in a way that feels good to your spine. Come to a neutral spine. We're going to stretch your right leg out behind you. Bring your left arm in front of you. Let's inhale your elbow and knee together. Exhale, stretch it out. Inhale. Exhale, one more time. Inhale. Exhale, release your hand, but I'd like you to take your right leg. I want you to point your toe. Take that right leg, bring it across the left leg. The top of your foot comes down, slide back. Use your hands to pull you back up into table pose. Let's work the other side. You're stretching your left leg out. You're pressing out with your heel. Bring your right arm out in front of you. Let's inhale your elbow and knee together. Exhale, stretch it out. Inhale. Exhale, one more time. Inhale. Exhale, release your hand, but we're going to point your toe, and we're taking that left leg, bring it across the right leg. The top of your foot comes down, slide back. Use your hands to pull you back up into table pose, and we're getting ready to come into a seated position. Let's stretch your legs out. We're going to begin by bringing the sole of your right foot onto the floor. Let's interlace your fingers on your shin. We're lifting up that leg, circle forward. Pause, circle back. Then release. Let's take that foot, bring it across the straight leg. Use your left arm to hug your knee. Bring your right palm directly behind you. Press into your palm, looking over your shoulder. Exhale, untwist. Stretch out that leg. Now we're bending the left knee. Bring the sole of your foot to the floor. Interlace your fingers on your shin. Lift up that straight leg. Circle in. Pause. Circle out. Very good, and release. Now we're taking your left foot, bring it across the right leg. Use your arm to hug your knee. Bring your palm directly behind you, looking over your shoulder. Exhale, untwist. We're going to slide to the front of your mat for Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. You're bringing the soles of your feet together. If that's uncomfortable for you, you can bring your blocks, if you have blocks, and bring them underneath your knees for support. Sitting up nice and tall, lengthen up, round forward, using your hands to cup your feet. Inhale, sitting up. Bring your arms in front of you. We're going to roll it back, pressing into your feet. Let's roll on down to your back. Control, control, control. Now let's take your hands, and we're going to use your hands to press into your inner thighs. Breathe. Then release. Bring the soles of your feet to the floor, and then we're going to bring your knees into your chest. I want you to stretch your arms out to a T. Can you lower your knees to the left? And I want you to turn your head to the right. Come back to center, and you can bring your palms down if you'd like. Lower down to the other side. Turn your head in the opposite direction. Breathe. Bring the knees back to center. Lower down to the left. Center. Lower down to the right. And center. Then I want you to stretch your heels to the ceiling for dead bug. But today, I want you to circle the ceiling. Act as if there's a quarter on the ceiling, and you're just circling that quarter with your heels. Pause. Circle in the other direction. Very good. I want you to bend your knees, reach for your toes, coming into happy baby pose. Your elbows are inside your knees, and we're just rocking back and forth. then release. Let's stretch out your legs. We're going to bend your left knee, and we're bringing your ankle just across your right knee. We're taking your left hand, thread it in between your legs. Right hand comes to the outside of your thigh. You're going to bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, and straighten. Then let's switch. We're bringing your right ankle across your left knee. Take your right arm, thread it in between your legs. The left hand comes to the outside of your thigh. Now let's bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, and straighten. Very good. You can uncross. Now let's separate your legs. Take your hands. We're pressing your hands into your inner thighs. Breathe. Let's circle your feet. Pause. Circle in the other direction. Now let's bring those legs back together. Bend into your knees. On the count of 3, let's roll it up. 1, 2, 3. Rolling it up. Very good. Let's keep the soles of your feet on the mat. Your knees are bent. Your knees are facing the ceiling. Hands are behind you. Lower your knees to the left. Come back to center. Lower to the right. Come back to center. Lower to the left. And you're sweeping your right arm up and overhead. Then exhale, release. Let's move to the other side. Sweeping your arm up and overhead. Then exhale, release. Let's stretch your legs out. Pressing out with your heels. Let's take your elbow, bring it to the inside of your knee. Hook your big toe. Lift the opposite arm up and overhead. Inhale, coming up. Let's move to the other side. Elbow comes to the inside of your knee. Hook your big toe. Lift the opposite arm up and overhead. Inhale, coming up. Let's lengthen up, fold forward, bring your hands down to wherever's comfortable for you. Use your hands to press you back into an upright position, and we're going to bring those legs now back into Sukhasana with your ankles crossed. Let's bring your hands to your knees. Roll your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let's do that one more time, rolling your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let's close your eyes now and go inside. Taking in a nice, deep, full breath. Notice how the breath expands your rib cage. Notice the rise of your chest. Let the breath rise all the way to the crown of your head. Pause. Then exhale. Release the breath. Let the breath go. At the bottom of the breath, before taking your next inhale, count to 4. Whenever you're ready, invite the breath in, letting the breath fill your body. letting the breath rise to the crown of your head. Pause. Then exhale. Release the breath. Let the breath go. At the bottom of the breath, before taking your next inhale, count to 4. Whenever you're ready, invite the breath in. Notice how the breath causes your rib cage to expand. Notice the rise of your shoulder blades. Pause. Then exhale. Release the breath. Let the breath go. Now I'd like you to return to your natural breath, your natural breathing pattern. But what I'd like you to do is consider gratefulness. Imagine filling up from the soles of your feet all the way to the crown of your head with gratefulness. I want you to notice, what does gratefulness feel like in your body? What color is gratefulness? Does gratefulness take on a shape? Does it land in a particular part of your body? Just notice. Notice gratefulness. Then as you exhale, hold on to that gratefulness, but let go of the concerns and worries of the week, of the day, of the month. Letting it all go as you squeeze empty. Then whenever you're ready, bringing your awareness back into whatever room you're in, bringing your awareness back into your room. Open your eyes, letting your eyes greet the light. Let's stretch your arms out. Inhale all the way up. Palms together. Let's exhale with a sigh. Stretch your arms out. Inhale all the way up. Palms together. Exhale with a sigh. May the light in me see the light in you. I'm Stephanie Gaines-Bryant with the Morning Exhale. Have a blessed day. Namaste.